If a man stops arguing, pay close attention. If a man stops arguing or stops trying to explain his side of the story, make no mistake, that is not submission. That is not him finally agreeing with you. Is a man who has decided you are no longer worth the energy of a conflict. He didn't start out cold. He used to be the one trying to fix every crack in the foundation. He communicated until he was shattered. He bought the lie that if he just explained it clearly enough, eventually he would be understood. But he learned the hard way that you cannot be heard by someone who is only listening to reply. He realized that his passion was being labeled as aggression, and his feelings were being dismissed as complaining. Even the most resilient man has a limit. He found clarity in the silence that he never found in the shouting. He stopped trying to prove his point because he realized the only way to win with certain people is to stop playing the game. They will say he became distant. No, he just stopped interrupting your mistakes. He withdrew his investment and his expectations, and he went silent. Do not mistake this for peace. He didn't lose the argument. He realized the prize wasn't worth the fight.
I'm just coming out of a date and he's never going to see me again. But he asked me a question that kind of made me go. He jokingly was like, oh, so who are these other guys that I'm in competition with? And I had to be like, other guys? No, you're in competition with me. You're competing against me because, listen, I'm great.
To fill you in, she goes on to explain how she's been single for 3 years now. And I think we can all understand why. And we're not even going to get into physical attributes or anything like that because I already know what every one of you is thinking. I am foreseeing the word MID being commented about 1,000 times on this video because I know you. But moving on from that, let's point out something very important here. No man ever wants to be in competition with a woman. It is a losing battle. And this is why most relationships don't work, because the woman is in constant competition with the man. When you're supposed to be figuring out how to form a team, she's figuring out how she's better than you and why you should be serving her more, while he's working as hard as he possibly can to try and figure out how to make her happy. Ladies and gentlemen, complete each other. Don't compete each other. Remember, it is better to be alone in a desert than to be stuck with a woman like that.
Listen, no one glows up more than a man who finally walks away from what was breaking him. I'm talking about the man who escaped that really toxic cycle, the manipulation, the emotional chaos, and that constant feeling like he had to armor up just for someone to love him. You see, that glow hits different. It's not just physical. Yeah, he might hit the gym, start dressing up, and he might even level up financially, but the real glow, it's in his peace. It's the first night that he actually sleeps without anxiety sitting on his chest. It's waking up without checking his phone in fear. It's eating his breakfast without preparing for emotional warfare before the day even starts. Listen, that type of man, when he stops fighting battles for love, everything shifts. He becomes calmer, clearer, more focused, more disciplined. Because when a man chooses himself, when he protects his mind, and when he protects his purpose, he doesn't just heal, he transforms. And trust me, there's nothing more powerful than a man who has found peace after surviving what tried to break him.
Driver, I'm just your Uber driver.
Stop! Let go of him!
I just don't want to put my hands on the driver.
No!
I just don't want to put my hands on. Dude, no! No! Please stop!
Fighting him!
Stop!
Janet, let her go.
Stop!
Let her go.
Stop fighting him!
Stop!
Granted, biting you?
Stop!
You got the call? Are they got the cops on the way?
Get her, honey.
Just leave her. It's fine.
It ain't fine, bro.
I don't want to
Fighting him!
I can't get him out. I know.
Ma'am, stop biting him. Oh, your blood, man.
I'm sorry.
Turn your car on.
Bro, that is crazy. First of all, Granny's choking Buddy like a UFC fighter from the back and lean back. Whoever put Granny in that Uber, know Granny's a menace. They know she been biting people and choking people out while they driving for a long time. They set this Uber driver up. You know what I mean? And then Granny started biting my guy. And my guy was like, just let her do it. I don't want to put my hands on her. I'm telling you what, man, I'm knocking Granny out. Hey, if it come to that type of level of choking me and biting me, hey man, I gotta put Granny in night, man. I'm just being honest. No disrespect to nobody, but you gotta protect yourself.
I mean, I personally would rather men with no kids, despite me having 3 kids. I don't think any other baby mom is like me. Therefore, I don't want to have to deal with.
Listen, we got good into a whole other look. You gotta hate kids. You gotta hate me more.
It's not the kids. I don't mind nurturing 5 other kids. It's the baggage that it comes with the mom. Oh, she's doing this to my kids, or you still want to talk to my man. Man, keep it about Tony, David, and Anthony.
Guy that doesn't have kids. You think about the guy's perspective.
I don't bring any burdens, which is why I just said that. If every other baby mother was like me, then I would not mind. But unfortunately, that's not the case. My conversations, if the baby father wants to be around, if you want to be around, you're hearing about such and such. Nothing outside of that. That's even if you're hearing from me about them. Call your father. Go and speak to your father. That's it. There's really not much for us to speak about unless we are setting up a birthday party together. And at this point, it's like, you have your own birthday, I have my own birthday. I just feel like there's nothing else for us to speak about, especially if you moved on with a woman.
I get that. And that's...
Our conversation should be...
Let's talk about making your man lunch for work. And no, this is not about, well, I work too. Why doesn't he make me lunch? Girl, pause. Wrong video. We are not talking about keeping score. We're talking about keeping connection. I pack his lunch because I like knowing he's out there with a little reminder of me. And when he opens it and sees his favorite snack, or a note that says, can't wait for later. Trust me, the man's not just thinking about food anymore. It's not about old school gender roles either. It's about making each other feel wanted, even when apart. And let me tell you, small things such as this, they build the kind of intimacy that lasts. So ladies, don't let the fairness police get in your head and ruin the vibe. Sometimes it's about setting the mood before he even walks through the door. And sometimes it's just about having a little fun, making sure you are the best part of his break.
If a man ever tries to control what you wear, you need to listen to him. Okay? Listen to what he doesn't want you to wear. Yeah. Write it down. Take notes. Yeah. And put that outfit on. It'll be the sexiest outfit.
Are you a toddler? Or how about if you don't agree with him, you just tell him that. I got it, thanks. I'll wear what I want. This is what I'm happy with. Even then, a man isn't being controlling if he says, hey, I don't like your outfit. I don't like what you're wearing. He might genuinely care about you, and maybe what you're wearing is a little bit too revealing, or maybe it just doesn't look good on you. We want men to be honest until it's something that we don't like, right? And if you're in a relationship with him, yeah, he should have a say in what you wear. I'm not saying he should determine your entire wardrobe or anything, but if it's something that makes him uncomfortable because it looks like you're advertising yourself to all these other men outside in public, then yeah, he has a right to say so, and you should consider what he's saying. And let me guess, if you had an issue with something, you would expect him to take it seriously and hear you out, right? But you're not going to give him the same respect? This is why so many relationships don't work out anymore, because it goes one way and not both ways.
Let me tell you something that most men will never say out loud. When we start pulling away into relationships, it's not always because we're angry. It's usually because we've stopped feeling like we can win with you. Not just in arguments, but in you. We feel like everything we do is wrong or not enough or misunderstood, so we retreat. We work more, we scroll more, we stop being romantic, not because we don't want you, but because we don't want to feel rejected again. And here's the hardest part. We don't have the words to explain it, so we go quiet. And from the outside, it looks like we don't care. But inside, we're drowning in failure. That's what this series is about. Not defending bad behavior, but giving you the lens no one has ever handed to you. Here's what most women don't realize when a man starts pulling away.
And like King's community, he said it's better to be alone in the desert than stuck with a woman who thinks that she's all that. This is the stuff that men keep on stressing. We're supposed to be a team. We're supposed to be going in the same direction. And modern women will say, yes, I agree to that. I agree with that. Absolutely. Now, if you want to be my teammate, here's a list of the things that you need to be doing to prove to me that you are a good and worthy teammate. If not, I don't need you, and you're a bum anyway. I'll give you a list of things that they're not willing to do, things that they've never done for anyone. They give you a list of 50 things, and they don't even give you a list of 10 things that they would do. I sit here and look pretty. That's about all I'm going to do. That's it. And what men are saying is like, and this is what I'm saying, especially for these ladies like this. Oh, you're competing with me, looking like that, looking like you look. Please quit. Y'all make it seem like you're Beyonce or something. You make it seem like you're a model. What are we doing? Stop that.
Can we please finish talking about what we were discussing earlier, please?
About that work? No, it's a wrap for that. Don't even bring that up.
I don't understand why. Like, when I met you, I had dreams, I had aspirations. I have a degree that I'm not using.
Keep dreaming. We're here now. You don't have a care in the world.
It's not about not having a care in the world. It's about having something for myself. Like, it's you and the kids.
What do you need
and that
outside
is
of us? Like, what you looking for out there?
It's something for myself. It's
like
something
what?
for myself.
You keep saying that
like
you ain't saying nothing. What do you need for yourself? That a job is going to get you that you don't already have. You have money in your account. You don't have a bill. You don't have a
It's
car
not
note.
about the money.
You want to contribute? Your contributions is in the house. You take care of the house. You cook. You clean. Because what it's starting to sound like some other shit. And
It's not something else.
That shit ain't happening.
It's not something else. It's me having something for myself.
That'll be a
outside
whole
of you and the kids.
A whole different life if you think that's.
Babe, it's not like I don't even understand how we got there. Like, I literally am just looking for something that I have for myself, and I'm not even listening to what I'm saying and how I feel.
You talking some.
So you just want me at home. That's not that's not the life that we planned. We didn't plan that life. When we met,
planned to have a happy family, stress-free. What don't you have out of that? How are you putting?
They all will get unhappy. Every last one of them. It is a chore to keep the modern woman happy. If she's educated, it's even harder. If she's on the career ladder, it's even harder. Talk is cheap. I want to be married. I want to have kids. I start a family. Yeah. Believe everything she does, nothing of what she says. Why would you hitch your wagon to something that changes its mind like the wind? This is why you have to be, I'll parrot a phrase, your own mental point of origin. Stop living for other people. Stop living for a woman. Stop it.
I want to know what y'all would do in this situation.
So his phone rings and he looks down at it. It's one of his female friends. And he's like, hello, what's up? And she's like, hey, what you doing tonight? And he's like, nothing, chilling. She's like, well, I need to have my TV mounted to the wall. I got all the tools. Would you come do it for me? I'll pay you $50. He's like, oh, whatever. Let me know when you want me to be there. And she's like, come over anytime you want. And he's like, all right, I'll be there in 15 minutes. So he gets up, happy to go out and make some money. He gets to her house and she's like, what's up? I ain't seen you in a long time. They hug or whatever. She hands him a shot of vodka. She's like, drink up before you get started. And he's like, okay. So he starts to, do her mountain job and he puts it up perfectly. 30 minutes, he's already finished. And she's like, thank you. Here's another shot. And he's like, all right. And then she says, well, now that we got the TV up, what are we going to watch on it? And he's like, okay, that's what's up. And then they sit down and they start watching a movie. Well, halfway through the movie, they start hunching. And I'm talking about that good hunching where they forget the rest of the movie and they just enjoying each other. Eventually, they fall asleep. Well, he wakes up first and he's like, oh my God, what happened? I ain't never, hit this chick like this. So, but that's all good. He stands up, starts to get dressed, puts on his clothes, puts on his shoes, and she's laying in the bed still asleep. And he looks over at her and he's like, okay, wait, should I just leave or Should I wake up and ask her to pay me them $50? You think she still owe him $50?
Okay, so in my opinion, she still owes him $50. Now, he can decline it, but she still owes him $50. And I say that because it's not like he asked for the buns. She offered the buns, just like she offered the vodka. Was he supposed to take that off his tab too? So to me, she wanted it just as much as he did. See, a lot of people only think about how men want the P, but they forget that a lot of women out there want the D. So maybe him doing that with her was something that she really wanted. She might have been crushing on him this whole time, and she finally got what she wanted. If you really think about it, that's probably not the only man she could have called. She could have called her brother, uncle, or somebody else, or another guy. So she probably had this whole thing planned. She probably knew she was going to give him the buns when she first picked up the phone. So now that I'm thinking about it, not only do she owe him the $50 for the TV, she need to give him some money for that D he was throwing around in that bedroom. So he shouldn't have to pay for that. Now, if he was putting a full court press on, trying to get her, and she kept turning him down, and then she finally gave it to him, then you have to really look at that differently. But in this situation, I believe she still owe him $50. Again, he can reject it if he wants, but she needs to offer him that $50 to keep things on the up and up. But that's just my opinion. What do y'all think about it? Leave your thoughts on the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.
Women only want to be able to leave the workforce if and when it suits them personally, which unfortunately makes it next to impossible for this to occur as a practical reality. Why? This option is really only possible if her partner is already a significantly above average earner. And this is part of what is driving the out of control hypergamy of modern mate selection. For instance, about 1 in 6 American women today earn over $100,000 a year. That supports a $100,000 a year lifestyle for herself. As a result, she's going to be very reluctant to start a family and raise children with a man who only earns $100,000 a year himself. Why? Well, assuming it costs at least $20,000 a year to raise a child, then that would mean such a man could only provide a $40,000 a year lifestyle for the 2 adults, which is a significant drop relative to the lifestyle to which she had become accustomed. To experience no change in her lifestyle, she would need to hook a man who earned at least $220,000 a year in this scenario. And only about 1 in 30 American men today earn above that threshold. 1 in 30 to 1 in 6. That's a 5-to-1 ratio.
Things I've learned since dating a provider. Number 1, your man should want to not only take care of you, but those around you too. Like Damien, whatever he can do to help my friends, like to make something easier for them, to help my family, he's gonna do it. And he's gonna do it without hesitation. That man gets up so fast, like you won't even be able to blink before he's up. Number 2, when you're having special occasions, it's your birthday, it's your grad night, whatever, that man should be trying to make that day go as easily and as calmly as possible. And the little stuff like that you wouldn't even think of doing, they should be doing that. Damien, like, there were so many things I didn't even think of that he already had done, and he made the day go so smooth for me, and I had so much fun, and he just, like, let me have fun with my friends. He wasn't, like, clung to me the whole time. No, he was like, this is your day, like, whatever. And he was so nice to my friends. On the friends saying, like, your friends should love your boyfriend. You know, it's always a bad sign if your friends hate your boyfriend. Always. Always. That's another thing. Your boyfriend should be able to hang out with your friends and it's like chill and like he's not a burden when you're hanging out with your friends. Like, you know, he's easy to hang out with. I don't know if this is 5 or 6, but whenever I need anything, it like suddenly appears. Literally anything I need. If I need to be taken somewhere, if I'm hungry, literally anything, it somehow appears. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyways, those are just some things I thought of. There's so many more, but yeah.
So my ex-girlfriend just hit me up because she got stuck out there in a snowstorm with her and her kids, and she needed a few dollars for a hotel room, and I told her no thank you. Now, to go back real quick, me and her has been together for about 4.5 years. She has 2 beautiful children that's not mine. Come to find out, to make a long story short, when I came home from work, she had her kid's father in my living room with his boxers on, watching TV. Now, did I get... No, I politely packed her things and the kids' things and had them go, right? Case closed. Come to find out, obviously, she was cheating on me with her kid's father. I'm not mad. Get back with your family. When I put her out, Him and her got their own place. They was posting on social media. I was a bunch of losers and bums. He was making indirect posts about me. It's all good. How he was in my house when I was at work, you know, sucker shit. It's all good. I'm not mad at that. So now let's fast forward to today. Today, she hits me up because schools got canceled. She has nowhere to go. None of her friends are answering the phone. She doesn't have family in the state, in Texas, because we're in Texas right now. And she needs my assistance. And I said, I cannot oblige. You know, what I can do, though, honestly, is this. If your kids need any food, you know I am the manager at Subway. You know I do Uber Eats. And you know I do DoorDash. It's one thing I will not do is starve kids. No, your kids will eat. I had a little bit of a bond with them. But I'm not giving you or them my warm house to stay in. Go to your kid's father, the same guy who you cheated on me with, or whoever you're dealing with, and go to their crib. Go to a shelter. Sleep in your car, but you won't be coming here, and you're not going to make me feel like a bad man or less than because of it. You know, you lay your bed, stay in it. Don't be calling me for no money and shelter, all right? So, that's what's going on right now, people. Tell me what you think. Am I wrong?
And there was a back and forth going on between a man and a woman, and she kept on saying, I just want something for myself. But what is it? And that question needs to be answered. Most modern women, they want a man to just automatically know. Well, it's just something for myself. Do you want a hobby? What do you want? Well, you know, I have a bachelor's degree. You know, I feel like all I have is you and the kids. What do you want to do? We keep on going with the same thing. What do you want to do? We had another situation where the woman got online talking about divorce. I feel like I lost myself. The only thing I have is the kids. And in that situation, he was like, okay, what do you want to do? Well, I want to start my own business. All right. So in order for me to start my own business, you know, you're going to have to stay home with the kids a lot more. And guess what he did? He stayed at home with the kids a lot more. And I think she actually got her business up and running. And then she's still talking about divorce. Why? You know what I mean? Y'all sit up here and say, well, I want this, this, and this, and I want to be able to do this and that. I mean, do you want money? Because you have money in your account. No, but I just want to know that I made it. You're chasing, and modern women go round and round in circles. You are chasing a falsehood. You've been watching too much TV. You're chasing a false narrative. Period. End of story. If you have money in your account, that means the man is giving you money. You didn't even say, well, you're not giving me enough money, because that's not the issue. I do have enough money. I'm looking at your skin. I'm looking at your glasses. I'm looking at your hair. I'm looking at all that. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. So he does take care of you. He takes care of the kids. The car looks nice. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Once again, the problem with a lot of these modern women is they watch too much TV and they look at somebody else's life and they think they ain't doing something. They think they're missing out on something. And so they come with this jumbled up idea, and they actually, honestly and truly, it don't got nothing to do with the man. They losing their sense of self because they watching everybody else. Oh, I want to be this person. Oh, I want to be there. Oh, I want to do this. You need to figure out your own path and what you want. You trying to argue with him and go back and forth with him. He's frustrated with you because you won't get your butt in gear and figure out what it is that you're talking about. Because you don't know what you're talking about. You confused, and so you confusing him, and in turn, it's going to cause strife, stress, and turmoil in the house. And that's something that's on you. You did that.
Look, black men are listening. There are some black men out here who are paying attention, and they actually know how to take rejection. They actually know how and what to do when a woman says that she has a boyfriend. Okay? This young man was waiting for me. I saw him out the corner of my eye. It wasn't creepy though. I was at the vegetable aisle, and I just happened to look up because he was really tall, and I saw him kind of staring at me. As I started to come towards his way, because I was trying to get to the grapes, He just came right up to me very respectfully, very calmly, and asked me what my name was. Check out this little interaction. Huh? Oh, thank you. My name is Karen. Your name is what? Hi, Ricky. I'm not. Thank you, though. All right, you too. So can we just give this brother some credit? Because this is how I want men to understand how you should act when a woman is not interested. This is how a man acts. Y'all see how when I said that I wasn't single, he went on about his way. He didn't stand there trying to convince me. He didn't stand there and ask me, oh, well, can we exchange numbers and be friends? He went on about his business. And that's what a real man is supposed to do. So kudos to him. Much respect. He handled that like a man.
I'm about to save someone years of wasted time, and I'm going to tell you what, someone is not going to like it. So listen, we're not out here dating potential. So if you cannot look at the woman that you are with and say, you know what, without a doubt, I can marry this woman today and she will add value to my life. Like, what are you even doing? So why are you with her? Because you're comfortable? Because the thought of being alone sounds scary? Because she's giving you wifey benefits without a covenant? And when I said we're not dating potential, I mean that. Stop telling yourself, oh, well, maybe she'll come around, or maybe she'll change and turn into the woman that I want her to be. And remember, I always say red flags are not pink flags. You're marrying the character that they are showing right now, not their potential. Marriage is not a renovation project. So fellas, I'm gonna leave you with this burning question that you need to ask yourself right now. If she left tomorrow, would you be heartbroken because you feel like you lost out on your future wife, or heartbroken because you feel like you lost your convenience? Both questions are completely different, but one's going to tell you the answer that you need to know. Y'all have a great day.
Men don't break up, bro. Like, they straight up check out. Like, they don't really care to lose her. You know what I mean? They don't really care to lose their shorty. But they're still going to care, you know what I mean, and care for her. You know, make sure she's happy, make sure she's getting everything she asks, you know what I mean? But, like, she wouldn't care to, like, lose her. To better put this, like, imagine being in a relationship for a whole year. In the past 5 months, the guy has been checked out. He cares for the shorty's well-being. He cares for everything the shorty got going on throughout her day, weeks. You know what I mean? But he don't really care to lose the shorty. Like, if they were to have a big argument and the shorty was like, I don't feel like this is gonna work no more, I think we should break up, he's probably just gonna be like, what makes you think that? He's probably just gonna say, okay, at the end of the day. Because he doesn't really care to lose shorty. He cares for shorty, but he doesn't care to lose shorty, if that makes sense. Like, it wouldn't really put a big dent in his life. He'd just be like, okay, cool, it happened, whatever. And you know you're cooked when your man starts feeling this. Like, when a man starts feeling this, it basically just means that, like, he's overwhelmed and stressed out, and it's really hard to see the good qualities in you anymore after everything you've done. Like, let's say you cheated on him, or you just argue too much, you're always negative, you're not really supportive, you know what I mean, you're possessive, you're obsessed, like, you're really, like, trapping him and shit like that. Like, he's gonna disconnect, and he's not gonna really care to lose you, but he's gonna be like, I still want to make you happy, if you catch my drift.
Stop looking for high-value men at bars. They're not there. These men are in bed by 10 because they're up at 5 a.m. Not sat in bars until midnight. They're at the golf course, in the gym, or doing something quietly productive while everyone else is out. So where do you find them, you might ask? These guys are found in intentional spaces, around people who operate the same way they do. They're not performing for anyone, and they're not swiping through hundreds of options hoping something lands. They move with purpose, and that includes how they date. I know this because I met my boyfriend this way, and we actually met on a dating app, but we're in 2026, that's normal. But we met on Cuffed, and honestly, I can't talk about this app enough because it's invite only. You can only talk to one person at a time. No roster, no noise, no half-present conversations with 6 people at once. Just actual intentional focus on whether someone is genuinely right for you. The kind of man you're looking for is not out here juggling talking stages. And honestly, neither should you be. When you do get in front of someone worth your time, move like you belong there. No desperation, no performance, just quiet confidence. High value men are intentional with everything. Your dating life should be too.
Maybe the man is trying to talk to you, but you lose your mind the third word in. If you want to know how he feels, you need to be quiet. Just a little bit. I know you're mad. I know you're upset. But if the goal is to find out why he feels the way he feels, or how he feels in the first place, so you can get to the other question, which is why you feel that way, then you've got to be quiet. Yep, long enough for him to get it out. And what about the body expressions, the noises? You know, all those sound effects while he's trying to talk. How is the man supposed to keep his train of thought through all of that? And then the looks that you give him. Wouldn't all of that keep you from wanting to even look at the person that you're trying to talk to? Look, the fact that he is trying to talk to you and trying to explain his side of whatever you're going through, pretty much says he wants to work on this thing. He wants to get to a solution. He wants to help solve this problem. But help is the key word. If you're going to participate in that helping stage, it involves listening, not interrupting. Because think about it. You went on talking for at least 12 hours. And within those 18 hours, he didn't say a word. Because by hour 48, he just figured, okay, it's probably time for me to talk now. And the moment he opened his mouth, oh, whatever! And he's looking at you like you crazy. Because he's in disbelief and he needs a nap. He needs a therapist. Baby, all I'm saying is he's gonna pull back. He's not gonna wanna say anything, explain anything. He's not even gonna wanna think about a response. Because by hour 74, the man gotta call his job because he done missed a full day of work and he ain't had no sleep. So just be quiet, just for a little bit, okay? I'm sure that if you gave him at least 5 minutes, you would find out that that man actually knows how to communicate. Just think about it. I love you. Be well.
Yo, regret be hitting so much harder when it's self-realized.
I was in college, I dated a very traditional Christian man who asked me at one point, how do you feel about after you graduated, we just immediately got married and you were a stay-at-home wife and you didn't have to work? Ooh. I was honestly offended by that question because I was so passionate about this thing that I was getting a degree in that I was just so eager to enter the workforce and do this thing that I loved and get money for it. Fast forward to today, I've graduated, we broke up, I'm now working in the profession of the thing that I got a degree in, and I changed my mind.
Aww.
I changed my mind. I know.
What the fuck?
I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done.
That's how regret sounds, yo. It sounds like a whole bunch of... Yo, shorty had it good. Get married right after graduation, become a stay-at-home wife, chilling, homie's gonna take care of everything. Yo, that sounds traditional. That sounds like a soft, nice life. But no, that modern woman in her just couldn't help. She said she got offended, so she got mad at him and all that. Fast forward, she got her degree. Congratulations. Now you in the workforce. It's all self-inflicted. This is everything she says she wanted herself. Now she's working, paying bills. The life ain't soft. And homie probably found him somebody, married him somebody. And that chick is like, yo, shout out to you, shorty, for choosing that career. Because whoever he married got that soft life. Meanwhile, she's over here crying on the internet, sobbing on the internet, doing this. I don't know what that sounds like. That just sounds ugh. But she doing it. So ladies, before you regret, if you have the opportunity to live a soft life, mad nice, mad shorties want this life, then you should take it and you should do it. Regret like this? Oof. I wish that on nobody.
Crazy how one fight, one bad decision can change your entire life in a second. I literally lost the best thing that I ever had because of making a bad decision. And in 2026, I just have to do better. I have to eliminate bad energy. I have to think before I act first. And I have to be more mindful. I was literally living in my soft girl era, and I'm back to struggling because of one decision. And it's crazy. It's really crazy.
This female here, this lady here, I went to her story and she got several videos up. I only want to show one of them because this was the first one that was sent to me. And before I just put it out, I wanted to really go and look at her story. She did say her and her man got back together. She have 6 kids, and he took on her and her 6 kids. And whatever happened, she kind of went left on him, and she said in the other videos that she went left on him and that man went with it. That man left, you know what I mean? So she kind of hurt her relationship. Man, I don't know if they was married or about to get married, but I tell you what, sometime, man, we can, ladies, y'all can say some ish, man, that stick with us. That old adage talking about sticks and stone may break my bones, or words that never hurt us.
And there was a woman that had an interaction that she actually replayed between her and a man. And she said, hey man, this is how you're supposed to take rejection. Man came up to her, he said, are you single? She said no. And he said, okay, thank you, have a nice day. That's how you're supposed to take rejection. Well, a lot of men do take rejection that way. I think it becomes a problem when the man is, he's going to walk away, he's going to take the rejection, but the woman goes to humiliate him. She starts recording him, she posts him on TikTok. Within the next 30 seconds, even as he's walking away, she's recording him. This guy just came up, tried to talk to me. Why don't men leave women alone? Men don't take humiliation. And if you think about it from a wider view, who would? Why would they? That's the problem we're having today. Modern women are not only rejecting men, they're trying to humiliate. They're trying to humiliate men.
Desmond Scott is proving that love wins. Now, if you don't know who Desmond Scott is, him and his wife are getting divorced, and they're super famous together. And Desmond Scott has become famous for two things: reacting to his wife and cooking. This is a key component to this, everyone. Now, his wife files for divorce. She does a post that says, hey, same address, which makes people think, okay, cool, he's out the house, he's done, he's cooked, he cheated, he's trash, he's garbage, and the rumors just start swirling. And what does my brother do? This is it. He's cooking. And when he's not cooking, he's just looking fly. The aesthetic is the same. He didn't say like, oh, I'm going on IG Live at 5 o'clock to tell everybody about my side of the story. I'm about to air this dirty laundry out. And you know what? Didn't stop people from speculating. Half the people are like, he's gay, this was a lavender marriage. The other half are saying this was him making out with Shorty at a bar out the rando. What did he do in response? He just kept cooking. Bro, the post was immaculate. Yeah, I'm still in the kitchen, just cooking. And if I'm not at the kitchen, I'll be at the grocery store. And notice the face, no reaction. Bro is just, maybe this is the base level of who he's always been. Maybe all he's wanted to do is cook. The truth is, we don't know. Kendrick Lamar gave you guys the blueprint to understand the truth by opening up the dialogue with Eckhart Tolle, but I'm going to reiterate it to you. Eckhart in New Earth said, anything that you resent and strongly react to in another is also in you. So if someone says things about you that are untrue, if someone's yelling at you and angry at you and calling you names, and your reaction is to say, no, I'm not, or y'all need to pay, y'all need to deal with this, y'all are gonna have to deal with the truth. That's actually you recognizing and now pointing out to other people that maybe it is true. I would never get mad at someone for saying I look green, because I don't. I would ask, okay, I'm sorry, why do you think that? Desmond Scott choosing to not respond to you all, calling him names, saying that you know the truth, and then just going back to the kitchen. It's a masterclass of the future. You don't need to go on live. You don't need to crash out. You just need to do what you love, admit to your faults, and continue to be the best version of yourself. Desmond, props to you, bro.
Would you date a girl with kids right now?
Man, listen up. I would never take a woman with kids even serious.
Exactly.
Let alone like my woman. I wouldn't take her on a date. I would never take her to the crib. Now, especially you got 2 or 3, that mean that she good now.
Yeah.
If she got about 2 or especially 3, that got a different type of incubator in there.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be some good, but that's it, baby. You know what's going on. Especially like me.
Yeah.
Like, baby, it's already out there. So I can't take you serious, but I can take you to the room and get serious in that.
So basically, if you meet a girl and she got 2, 3 kids and she trying to settle down, it's over with.
It's over with. She stopped embarrassing herself. Look at me, look at my caliber of life, look at my statistical categories in all of them. Check them all out.
And you think we finna be at Chuck E. Cheese?
You think I'm finna be at Chuck E. Cheese with you? You think I'm finna be goddamn teaching little JoJo how to jab fake left and go right?
So you think I'm gonna be stepdaddy?
Right, I can't do that. Unless she bad, I will finagle her. I would take the little to the park a few times, take Chuck E. Cheese 2 or 3 times.
But would you rock her though?
No, that's what I'm saying. After I that, then it's the already over with.
Yeah.
Oh, little.
So
Jimmy.
basically, you telling ladies they definitely need to be, if they don't got kids, they definitely need to be careful about having kids before because this is the thing. This is what blows me about girls. It'd be a bad female.
Yeah.
Bad. I'm talking about you like, wow. And she'll be like, oh, I got a kid.
5 points off.
He's 5'7", the love of your life. He's 5'7". That may be a little disappointing, but this is me telling you that the man who you say you're looking for, the one who is funny and charming and sexy and breathtakingly competent, is 5'7", statistically. For all you know, he may even be 5'6". The man who will be a wonderful father and incredible life partner, the one who will know just by looking at you that it's time to leave the party and go home and put on pajama pants and become one with the sofa, is 5'7". The one whose eyes you'll be so glad your children got, and who you will not even be able to imagine your life without, is 5'7". The one about whom even the idea of living one day in a world without him is so heartbreaking that sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night and touch his back just to make sure he's still breathing. It's 5'7". Now, think about that there's some sliding doors universe in which you arbitrarily click a box that makes it so you never even meet your husband. In fact, you never even see his face because of one momentary decision based entirely upon your ability to wear uncomfortable shoes. These aren't even shoes you wear a lot. You're going to pass up all of that for a pair of shoes that you could wear anyway? That's so stupid. Don't do that. Don't deny yourself the absolute wonderful moment where your husband tenderly brushes the hair away from your face, kisses your lips, and looks into your eyes and says, "Honey, I'm 5'8". Follow me for more of whatever this is.
Fuck him, freedom, leave him alone. Stop playing stupid when your man wants a divorce and...
I don't know why. I'm the victim. It must be another woman.
You ain't fooling nobody. I'm a chick too. I was been scrolling through TikTok last night and I can hear a woman. And I hear, we've been together for 30 years. We're a week from moving into our retirement house that we built. Everything's paid off. Like, he hit me with, "I want a divorce." I'm in shock. I've never been in shock. I begged, I pleaded, I screamed, I cried, and he wants nothing to do with me. Can you imagine if you built this whole ass life together, everything's paid off, you're retired? You built your dream house and he wants to leave you. I can tell you right now what she did. I want this, I want that, nag, 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 bitch, bitch, bitch. That's what the fuck you did. You didn't give a fuck about his burdens, you didn't give a fuck about his feelings, you complained, you whined, and you drove the man up a tree to the point where he had no way out. Women will divorce you for next to nothing. When a man puts a ring on your finger, he loves you more than anything in the world. It is unconditional. For a man to ask for a divorce, you had to have put that man through some.
How would you view a relationship where a man provides everything financially, but uses that as justification to dismiss your feelings?
Sounds like, to me, some narcissistic behaviors, baby girl. But it also sounds like a woman who agreed to it, so you can't come up here and I say this with love and play victim. So my question to you would be, baby girl, do you want your bills being paid so that he's buying, your freedom? Or are you saying that real wealth is that I can speak and stand in my power and move the way I move, and I'll just have to go out there and figure out how to pay my own bills and find a man who will honor me?
That's what my mama said. Girl, get you a friend on the side. He
got you a little friend.
I got me a little friend.
Are y'all together?
No. My little friend actually blew up the operation.
Your little friends made itself known?
He wanted me out this situation or whatever, but dude, you ain't gonna pay my bills. I mean, now I'm looking at you like, okay, now I need help. You done blew it up. So
Wait, hold on. Okay. Because now you're saying you found another person to come in and play savior. That's you just creating the same codependency.
I just listened to my mom.
How much are the bills?
$6,000 a month. He took me to Gucci, bought me a few belts, bought me this, and I'm like, okay, but...
My God, baby.
Kitty, what's up?
You so easy to exploit.
Yes. Kidnappable.
Both of them are problematic. Because he is psychological, but she's easy to exploit. You are too vulnerable. And the simple fact that a man can flex his finances and his wallet, and that'll make you pop.
I don't think it's that. I think it was the stability. I got 2 kids. I'm down here by myself.
You just made it worse, baby. How is it that you have not created your own stability because you are a mother and you are allowing yourself to stay in this psychological situation? That means that you are not going to be able to show up as a mother the way that your children need you to show up. You have a void. You should have created stability to begin with. One thing that the word said is He makes me as sure-footed as a deer, enabling me to stand on mountain heights. That means that God, he gives you the agility, balance, and stability to go in the most dangerous places, on the most uneven terrain. God gives you the stability. You are relying on a man to stabilize your life when our Creator is the one that gives you stability. Like I said, you are allowing a man, you are trying to use that man to fill a void. It's not just that man who's using you. You are using that man as well. Why don't you go to the Creator instead of the creation, and you'll probably be able to change the situation that you are in. You are a mother, and you are too pretty, but them wounds are taken away from that. Why are you allowing yourself to stay in situations if this man is showing you who he is, and he is showing you that he does not value you? For a moment, value yourself. And if you can't value yourself, there is a God who values us more than the men do.
And this guy really broke down very well Desmond Scott and his situation. Hey, I did wrong. I shouldn't have done that. This was kind of the situation. And he talked about it. And then he said, I'm going to go back to doing what I want to do, or doing what I was doing. And that's cooking. I got my boys with me. I'm going to be cooking for them. Right? Hey, I think I saw a post where he was making Coke floats for his 2 young boys. That's it. Hanging out with my children, hanging out with my kids, cooking, making this social media content, going on about my day. That's it. Modern women want to be in everybody's business. They want men to lash out. This is what men are starting to do. Walk away. Yeah, I was wrong for this, and this. But, she's still talking about this over here. I don't have time for that, man. I got babies that I need to take care of. I got work in the morning. I got to be up at 5 o'clock. So I really don't have time. I'm tired. I got to figure out how to make more money. So I'm working on a business idea, me and my boy. Hopefully it works out. If not, I'm going to be working a whole lot of overtime. Let me go get some sleep. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And that's it. Men are moving away. They're going their own direction. People will call it unhealthy. They'll say that men are toxic. But really it's just men deciding to mind their own business.